Week 19, it was a pretty good week, actually. We had a baptism this week, which is exciting. First time in a while. Well, since October, at most. But, yeah, it's pretty exciting to see people be baptized and be able to see that change, seeing them make that difference. But let's get right into it. After emails and finding out there was actually some of my great grandma's fudge in a box my mom got me, I was kind of really excited about that. I didn't even know there was fudge in the box because I wasn't sure if I was supposed to look inside the box. I opened the box, but I didn't dive into the box. But my mom's like, "Oh yeah, do you like the fudge? There's fudge in the box. Where?" And yeah, I was really happy. But then we, after emails and such, we decided to have another member come with us for a lesson, which we had Brother Morrison with us, and we had a lesson with Elton that Monday night, which was really good. He had a lot of insights to help along with it, which was really good. We could all use those insights, and it just helps. It really does. Helps build the bond for the convert and for the members, Then after we, in Byhalia, we were in Byhalia, there's a family who was moving in, and so, like a member family, so we helped them move in for a while. There was a lot of others that came up and helped, so that was really good. It was a lot of fun moving in. I helped move a fridge. Then my muscles got a little sore, like right here on both right sides right there, about ish. Because when I was pulling it up, because I was using a dolly, and the fridge was pretty big, like normal size fridge, but we were going up the steps, it was pressing right against there, but no pain, no gain. Then Tuesday, we had district council, talked about revelation and just revelation for the area, revelation for yourself, which was really good. Helped me out a little bit. Then we came back home. We did studies, planning, just kind of figure out everything else. And then we had a brunch event, and we went to that. And we sang at a nursing home, which was right across the street from the Pentecostal building. And it was really good. There was a lot of people, a good chunk of people who showed up to that. And it was just really fun, at least. That was about Tuesday at most. Wednesday was pretty slow. I lack in confidence. I'm lacking in confidence for a few times about a lot of things, but you learn and you grow. It's just something you just work with with the best you can. You just gotta have faith that everything's gonna work out. But anyways, enough about that. But we did a lot of contacting Wednesday. But then we were trying to figure out, because we had dinner with the Beckerdites, but we couldn't get in contact with them. So we decided to shoot the gap and show up at a random time. Luckily enough, we showed up at a good time, and we talked about the plan of salvation for a little bit, and they ask a lot of really good questions. It's kind of cool, actually. they have a lot of cool questions about this or that to kind of help them understand, and it's really cool to see that grow and see that build. And we give them all Planet Salvation pamphlets to have them like fill it out and whatever and mark it up and everything to kind of get an understanding. But yeah, it's really cool to see them grow because they ask a lot of really good questions. It helps the conversation go, helps everything move most of the time. But yeah, it was really good overall. But Thursday we helped Gary most of the day. So back in October, Gary's son Brandon got rear-ended pretty hard, and we thought the truck was totaled. Turns out when we show up, the truck's sitting right there with parts that they're wanting to put together, and that was the task that day, was to put that together. So we put in shocks on the side of the car in the back, and then we put in some other things, put the axle together, put I think it was like suspension, I can't remember what it was, but we then tried turning on the truck, ended up being dead, so we pulled two other trucks in. I didn't know trucks had 2 batteries. That's pretty cool. I saw that, I was like, wait, two batteries? Why isn't this in everything? But yeah, we ended up plugging both into both batteries, let it sit there for a second, and it finally started going. And next thing you know, after we unplug everything, Brandon hops in the truck, starts driving around. I took a video. I'll have to see if I can get that sent somehow, but I took a video of the half truck driving around Lamar, seeing it pull in back into the plot, and I'm just laughing. It's just a half truck driving around. It's like you don't see that on the daily, but you know that was funny. But then after we went to Maki's and had dinner there, and we ended up talking a lot about like people to go see, because they've been talking around with people, and they gave us they gave us referrals to go try this person like next door, or this person down the street, or this street, or like try this street with these people. So it was actually pretty good overall, service and referrals. It's pretty good. That's a pretty good day actually. Friday, we had exchanges this Friday and Saturday, just to fit in baptismal interviews for both Mike and Elton. So we decided to do exchanges then. And, well, of course, at first we did the animal shelter, as usual, and helped move things around. Animal shelter is actually almost done being built on the inside, because they've been wanting to upgrade the facility, and so Brother Roswell's been putting up walls and such, and I think that's almost done at this point. They're probably wanting to put sheetrock and electrical stuff and plumbing in soon, but I think that should be done hopefully soon, because we're gonna end up having to move a facility in Byhalia, one of our facilities in Byhalia, take all that stuff and move it all the way into the one we do service at. So we'll just have to wait and see for that. I ended up getting assigned to go to Olive Branch with Elder Nelson. So pack up my stuff. Then we had President Holt come with us, because there was a person that we were going to visit, that we weren't sure if she was single or not, but we I load up my stuff. We all drive up to Byhalia where Elton's at, because Zone Leaders are doing Elton's interview. So we get there. Zone Leaders are actually already there, and Ella Jorgensen's doing the interview. So we wait for a while. Ends up taking a lot longer because Elton loves expounding on his stuff. It's good though. It's good to expound on your stuff, of course. But then after we load up the stuff, I load up my stuff into the Zone Leaders car, and then me and Elder Nelson head out. We drive up to Olive Branch, and we actually go up to a member's home, because the plan was to to go tracting with 2 priests in the Olive Branch ward, and so we meet there. We get in the car with them, and we drive. We pray about where to go, and we found a street to go on. And then I go with one of the kids named Mason, and like the other kid named Ethan went with Ella Nelson. We took one side of the road, they took the other, and we tracked it. Me and Mason had some success, but not as much. But in the end, we ended up finding one service opportunity for the Zone Leaders, and handed out a Book of Mormon and a restoration pamphlet to a curious college girl who was home for the holidays at the time, because she was Christian, but she didn't go to a church, but she had a lot of interest about like learning different religions, and so we gave her the stuff. We gave her links to check out, and so that was pretty cool. But it was still a cool experience to have the priest come with us to kind of see even the ups and downs of missionary work, where some days just don't work out like other days, and you see all the type of people that you can meet out. Then after, Mason was like, you guys should come to Pizza Hut, because that's where they both work. Mason and Ethan both work at Pizza Hut. He's like, we'll pay for your dinner. And we're like, we bring it up with Ella Nelson, and they're like, yeah, we could do that. And so after a while, we go home. We unload the stuff at the apartment. We get ready for Mike's interview. Then we get the text from Holly Springs saying, hey, he's at his work. You can go over. So we drove over to Mike's place, Mike's where Mike works, and we do his interview. And we talked for a little bit. He passed. And his baptism's actually this Friday, so that's exciting. And we're like, yeah, I think we wanted to do like dinner like after the interview. So we go over to Pizza Hut right after, and then they get us situated. So we eat. We talk about the Book of Mormon, the Bible, all this other stuff. And then after we left, we started doing some contacting in the car before we wanted to go anywhere else. But then we get a call from their old phone number. So we're like, okay, who has it? So we call it, and it's another set of missionaries. It's the Spanish missionaries. Can't remember where they're at, but they're like, yeah, we just got a call from this member. They said that you're 30 minutes late to dinner. And Nelson's like, oh no. So we call the member, and they're like, yeah, just come on over, it's totally okay. And we're like, oh, okay. And so we drive all the way there. We get there. They're like, oh, don't worry, it's the holidays, yada, yada, yada. They were a really nice family. They were really nice. I was like, we don't deserve this. But, yeah, they were a really cool family. We talked about a lot of things. We shared a little message about, can't remember what we talked about. But we shared a message. They have a lot of they have a lot of talents in the family, which was pretty cool. And then after we came back to the apartment, and me and Nelson were talking about a few things, and then I helped out Nelson with some zone leader stuff that he needed to get done, because they just recently moved from South Haven all the way to Olive Branch, because they get half whitewashed, because Elder Jorgensen was originally in Olive Branch before going to South Haven, but then a transfer later, they both get sent to Olive Branch, leaving the sisters only in South Haven. And so they're doing it was a lot of adjusting. And so we get there. So we help them. I help him like categorize a couple things and get things set. And that was about it. And then Saturday, we actually got up really early in the morning and packed, because we actually we're doing some service. We're doing some service in Memphis, Toys for Tots. We were grabbing bags with certain numbers on them for people who requested it, and that was a lot of fun, actually. A lot of the missionaries were there, and the service project was really fun, even though I kind of cut myself in the process. When you're throwing bags to each other to kind of pass it down, sometimes a box is a little too sharp, or a box inside a bag is a little too sharp, and it got me. But that was a lot of fun. And then right after we went to Byhalia to Unexchange, and then we went home and prepared for Elton's baptism. And then we went up with Brother Roswell, got the baptism ready, and had the baptism. It was really good, actually. But poor Elton. The water apparently ended up turning a little cold from just sitting there for a little bit, and he doesn't like cold water at all. He's like, "You guys told me it was gonna be warm." I was like, "It was warm at one point." But thankfully it worked out, and it was just a lot of fun. It was exciting. And then Sunday we had 1 hour church with a special Christmas program. There's a good chunk of people who actually showed up to church. Elton got confirmed a member. Some less active came, and other people came. And I talked about frankincense during this program, about what it symbolizes, because gold, frankincense, and myrrh. Gold, frankincense, myrrh. There we go. Gold, frankincense, myrrh. I talked about frankincense, about its its symbolism, about his priesthood. I can't find the word for it. It's like a sacrifice, something like that, for his baptism. For his priesthood. Something like that, but I can't find the words for it. Man, English is amazing, isn't it? Then we came home. I ended up making some pasta that my mom got me, which was actually really good. And then Mike picked us up to take us up to Bartlett, because we had another musical tribute. And we got ready for the tribute and all. And then we actually ended up also, for our zone, we actually started doing a zone fast for an area who was struggling to have baptisms. So we started doing that. And during the tribute, it was really good. I cried a little bit, but the songs are just too good. The songs are just too good. Really makes an impact. Overall, it was really good. Coming home, a member, the Loftons, took us home, which is a member, and we were driving down the freeway, and there was like 3 people who surged past us, probably going like 90. It was insane. And then like 5 minutes later, we come around this curve, and there's just like traffic everywhere, like just traffic, backed up traffic for like forever. And we look on Google Maps, and it showed that there was an accident. So we're like, I'm pretty sure, we think it's probably that group. And so we were actually able to slide through this like little police bridge that goes in between freeways. We took that and went another way home, but it was really bad. Holy crap. But yeah, that was that preparatory Christmas week. So yeah, I hope you all have a Merry Christmas. I know this video, some of you may not see this till later, or future past, I don't know. At one point, someone will see this. Some will see it now, some will see it later. But yeah, hope you all had an amazing week, and love y'all.